Hey, hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm here with my another video, which is related to PowerPoint presentation. It's a beginner's guide for someone who is using presentation software for the first time. Let's first clear the basics, the terminology of PowerPoint presentation. Now, a PowerPoint presentation is a software which is a part of MS Office package, and MS Office is a software package provided by Microsoft. It contains Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and PowerPoint is one of them. So basically the use of PowerPoint is that you create presentations. Now presentations basically in the form of slides, and slides are nothing but they are like the pages in the book. So when you flip the pages, you get to know about the whole story. Similarly, you can present something, maybe it can be a product, or it can be your book, or it can be something related to your idea or your tutorial. So when you want to present your ideas, your views to the audience, then it helps you to arrange it in a sequential manner in the form of presentation software, which is PowerPoint. So let's start with the basics, the terminologies first. So this is the quick access toolbar, which is used to save your presentation or undo any last action which you think that can be redone. So you can use these two arrows, and then this is for slideshow. Now slideshow, whatever you put in the form of slides comes over here in the form of thumbnails, and if you want to present, you present in the form of slideshow. So in the later section of the video, I'll show you what slideshow is exactly and how it works. Then another thing is the most common terminology associated to presentation software is slides. So what are these exactly? So slides are nothing but the content by content display of data. So it has a layout. We have a total 9 categories of layout which you can choose according to your text. So if you want to only show title first, and then you can use title slide, and if you have title and content both, then you can choose this layout. Or if you have some comparison kind of thing, then you can choose this layout. Or if you have content with caption or picture with caption, then you can choose these layouts. So all these things you can choose according to your preferences, and these are nothing but the layouts. So I'm choosing a blank one because I want to design my own slide. So now while it comes to designing the slide layout, you will always go to the design view, design tab. Generally it's not a view, it is a tab and menu, wherein you will find all these options. If you can see color options, so basically if you choose a black one, and then if you choose a color theme, maybe blue green, so this will come in the form of text and all these things, fonts. See, these are the font effects that you can choose by default for your text. For example, on this slide I had this text, but if you remember, there was a frame also which was something related to animation that I wanted to put. So I'm just rearranging my slides. So that is another trick, that if you want to rearrange the order of your slides, you can do that. Now, what generally I used to do is while inserting slides, I never go to new slide option. What I do generally, whatever design I make, I used to copy them. So it's very simple, just Control plus C, and you can Control plus V, you can do for copying and pasting the slides. So like this I do. So again, I'll show you more features in design, wherein you can set the size of the slide also. The standard is 4:3, but we usually take wide screen, which is 16:9, because it helps in presenting the slide on projector. The most commonly used format for projector screens is this one. Otherwise, you can set your own size also on the custom slide option, custom size option, and herein you can set your own width and height according to your choice. And this is for the orientation of the slides. And if you want to use notes also while presenting, then also you can choose what you want to, with notes and handouts you need some space at the bottom also for keeping your notes, so then you can choose portrait also. So all these things are there. Then format background, wherein you can choose a solid fill color for your slide, or you can choose any color which you want to fill on your slide. Or maybe you can choose gradient. See, this gradient I had designed. So these are the placeholders. You can add more according to your choice, and then you can select individually and give a color to them. You see, like this you can change the color. So like this you can create a gradient effect. Then if you don't want gradient, you can choose texture or picture. So texture, you can choose out of these textures. Otherwise you can choose a picture of your own. If you have some picture on your system and you want to make that picture as background, you can obviously go and choose that picture. And you can choose from clipboard also if you want. But if you want to have some picture online, then you have that provision as well, wherein you can search for your own pictures online, and if you find a suitable one, you can attach it. So I'm just searching for an abstract background, and then these many choices I have, so I'm just quickly inserting this one. It takes few seconds to download it and then insert. So quite beautiful. So you can do like this also, and then you can go to pattern fill also, wherein you can choose these kind of patterns for your slide. So I like that picture fill, so I'm again going to that online option only, and I'm putting that thing again. So if you want the same text, same background to be applied to all the slides, you can click on apply to all. Or if you just want to keep it on one slide, then you don't need to select this option. And at any time, if you feel like removing the background, you can always go to reset background option also. That will make your slide to the previous version with which you have started, like maybe the blank slide or maybe the plain color slide, not the blank one, the plain color slide, because whatever text and images you'll put, that will remain intact, but the background of the slide will change if you'll choose this option, reset background. Then comes the next thing, which is putting things on the slide. Okay, so there are a whole lot of things that you can put, maybe text or images or video or audio. So all these things are there. So if we go to inserting shapes or text, for example, I have taken this text box, just putting some text into it. Select this, make it bold, increase the size. So all the features are same. If you have worked in Microsoft Word, then you probably might be knowing how to increase the font size and all those things, because all these features are similar. The interface is quite common, because all these are part of MS Office package only. And then if you want to insert any shape or any picture for that matter, then you can search on desktop, or I have maybe pictures. You can insert any picture. Then if you want to insert video, any online video on my PC means if you have video on your system, then you can insert that video. So these are some of the videos that I have. So let's say if I insert this, and I want to put it in some other slide, so just cut it, put it over here, and then just increase the size. And these are the controls with which you can play your video. So what basically you can control this playing of video on your own also. They can be made automatic also. For example, when you'll go to this option will be highlighted only when you select your video. So once you'll select it, you'll see this option, and here you have to go to automatically, choose automatically. So when you'll do slideshow, it will be played automatically, and then you can choose to play full screen and loop until stopped. All these options you can keep. And let's do a quick slideshow so that I can show you how it looks. So for slideshow, we have various options. One is this. It will start from beginning, that is, it will start your slideshow from first slide. This will start the slideshow from current slide. Then if you want to, use slideshow menu option, you can choose this from beginning or from current, or You can choose a shortcut key also, which is F5. So I'm using F5. So this is my first slide when I'll press the arrow button. So this is my next slide. So it is playing automatically. So I don't need to do anything. I have just set the options and the video started playing automatically. Now, what if I want to play any video present on YouTube? So what I can do, simply I can go to insert option again and I can click on video and I can click on online video option. And here you can choose any YouTube video with a link. Once you'll embed the link over here, you will see a whole lot of options which you can insert. So for example, I'm copying link of one of my videos from my channel, and I'll click on this search button and it is showing me the results. So I'll select this video and then click insert. This is one of the videos from my HTML series, HTML tutorial, wherein I have taught how to use HTML, and this is the video that I'm using from this series. And the same way to insert any video from YouTube. Then if you want to put audio, maybe sound effect or something like that, that you can do over here, you're choosing the option. Or if you want to record your own audio, your narration, you can do that. Then the next option, for basically the two things for which PowerPoint is famous is transitions and animations. So about those two things and other things related to PowerPoint, I'll explain in my next video. And for this video, I just want to keep it till this point. Thank you very much.